The rhinoceros's hypothesis was preposterous. Preposterous. All right, this one goes, she said the dealership tricked her into a Lincoln Aviator lease at $1,200 a month. It's like, how are people even affording that? They're not, and we're going to learn that today.
I've gotten in the cities. Yeah, I made a mistake. They convinced me at the dealership. You know how they are with the sales tactics. And I've never gone through this situation. And now I'm like super stuck and I don't know what to do. Hello?
Hey, how are you? This is Yusuf, the car dealer.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. All right, so you got a 2025 Lincoln Aviator that you made a mistake buying or leasing. Tell me what you got.
Yes. It's a Lincoln Aviator 2025, like 3,000 miles. Really good conditions. I can't keep paying it off because the monthly payments are $1,200, and I'm super stuck with it. Since it's a lease, I still have like 47 months to go. I can't keep up. I'm super, super stressed out. Yeah.
Okay. And the buyout for the lease is what? Do you know what that is?
$69,996.
How do you accidentally buy a $75,000 vehicle? Like, how do you just go, oops? I'm serious. They got a gun to your fucking head? No, dude.
And you're saying an Aviator or a Navigator? It's with the A or an N?
Aviator.
Okay, got you. How's your credit?
It's bad.
How bad are we talking?
It's really bad. Like 495.
How did you get a lease with a 495 credit score?
No, it's not under my name. That's the other thing I was going to tell you now. It's under...
I'm not going to lie. It sounds like you're stuck. I thought you had good credit and you had some money down. Do you have any money down to get out of this lease?
No. Not at all.
Yeah.
I know cosigners have been a thing for a long time. But in a world where it takes two people to buy one vehicle, that's just... Man, people got some balls co-signing a motherfucker on a $75,000 car. Like, you're either retarded or you got it like that. I think this is more of the retarded situation. And I get it. You want to drive sexy. It sounds cool. You know, $1,200 a month ain't no thing. No big deal. I'd be pissed too, paying $1,200 a month for a fucking car. It's not even like a Porsche. It's a Lincoln. Not even an old Lincoln.
Look, I know you're a mother, and you know it's getting expensive, and I'm sure. How much is insurance on the car? Like what, $300-400?
It's like around $300.
So your sister co-signed on it, so there's a situation where you don't want to, put her credit in a bad situation. So, all right.
Exactly. You got it. You got it.
You have a nice sister. That's all I gotta say. So.
Yeah. I know. She's too nice. No, but I'm nice too. I don't want to.
You want to know? Crazy. This is true story. Before we dive back into this. So I had a guy that was working for me at one point. This is about 5-6 years ago. And he didn't have a car. Super smart guy. I had him build a website for me. I was doing online commerce stuff, right? Before YouTube kicked off. And so I paid him for the job. And he didn't have a car. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do something nice for this guy. And I had an extra car that cost me $2,500. An old Cadillac. Fine condition. The interior is a little shitty. Low miles. Drove fine. AC. All good. So I said, I surprised him and I gave him the car. It wasn't good enough for him. He was too proud to drive a fully paid off free vehicle. Where I'm getting at is I would never fucking co-sign for anybody. I'd be like, dude, here's a $2,500 car. Drive that until you can get your shit together. Isn't that crazy, though? This was a real thing that happened. I couldn't believe it. And I said, you know what? No, I already fucking signed it over to you. You keep it. Sell it. I don't give a shit. But I was like, I just said to myself, whoa, dude. Like, this guy's... That mindset, you're going to be fucked forever. That's how I look at it. I couldn't believe that, though. Like, that's my version of co-signing. Here's a car. Yeah, a cheap piece of shit. But that's what you can afford. I don't even know what this woman makes. Maybe she does make a lot of money. I have no idea.
Mess her up. So I'm trying to see my way out. She told me, I mean, if I couldn't pay, that it's okay. That we could together rebuild the credit. That's no problem. It's gonna take time, but again, she's the type of person that she's not looking into buying a home anytime soon, or like, I don't see her buying a home. She told me she lives with her parents. The type of person, because I am.
Yo, just fucking somebody's credit score up because you wanted a Lincoln? Dude, I would be so fucking pissed. I'd be mad at myself. That's my fault. If I went and co-signed somebody, are you kidding me? I gotta see, what is this woman making?
Hey,
I think she says it.
She said, it's not that she doesn't mind, but if I can't pay it, what is she gonna do? And she cannot pay it because her job, she doesn't make the income I make.
Have you missed payments on the lease or no?
30 days behind. Exactly 30 days.
And how much money do you make a month?
Monthly. About 8,600. Like, I have a lot going on.
I got you.
Okay, so she makes 8,000. She makes 6 figures. But could you imagine $1,500 coming out from your 8,600 puts you right down to $7,000? I'd be fucking pissed. I'd be pissed. How do you not? It's just people are too proud. That's what I think. I think they're just too proud. Like this guy right here too. This is like another cosign situation, but this one's on a lower scale. I gotta check the comments on this shit.
So I spent hours at a dealership because the car salesmen love to like prolong the amount of time you're there trying to get you to sign a deal. So basically I went in wanting to trade my car in that I owe a lot of money on. Let's just be transparent. I owe $17,000 on this car and it's only worth about like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 max because it just has so much negative equity. Like I was so desperate for the car when I signed for it that I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. And don't get me.
I love this whole like, I was tricked into buying this car. You had a cosigner. You had 2 people. 2 people couldn't go, hey, this is a stupid idea. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have a car. Like, I'm not saying that. No, this is fucking... Honestly, I get a kick out of it. This is pure entertainment. Let's learn from these people's poor choices. Seriously.
Don't get me wrong, like, I love my car. It was the car that I've always wanted, but my credit wasn't the best at the time. I was making the money, but I didn't have the credit. And my friend's mom, who's like a mother to me, she decided that she would co-sign for it so that way I could get the car. And the intention was she was going to sign for me to get the car, and then as soon as possible I was going to refinance the car so that way I could take her off the loan. Well, immediately after signing, the car just wasn't worth what it was sold for, so I couldn't find any lender who would want to take over this loan. So basically me and her are stuck on this car loan until I pay it down or pay it off.
I can't even watch anymore. That answers your question. How are people affording these cars? They're not. It's taking 2 people to afford 1 car. That's... Yo, people are entirely too nice. My parents would fucking never. They might co-sign me on an apartment back in the day. They're passed away now. I don't even have that option. But my point is like, when I got my first car, it was a $4,000 car. When I totaled that, my parents said, my dad pulled up with a $2,000 car. Piece of shit. He goes, here you go, buddy. Then when I fucked that one up, I was on my own. Yeah. Pulled one out from my godfather. $100. Piece of shit that was rusting in his backyard. And I had to fix it and everything. But it was like, dude, people are like entirely too nice. You just imagine your parents just co-signing you on, like this guy, this dude we just watched, cheaper car, $20,000 car. That's okay. Like, but I would never. I love that. I'm making the money. No, why don't you just go buy something cash, dude? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm the asshole. Why don't you keep the car, pay the extra... Yeah, this guy's trying to get rid of it, I think. Here we go. You paid high interest because you had poor credit. You also had... all right, you know what? Let's go back to that other lady. Where was she? Or that other lady? This one, the aviator lady. What fucking nutcase, dude. I'm sorry, but I make a little more what this lady makes, to be transparent, and I would fucking never. You're out of your goddamn mind. And you know what? A year from now, 2 years from now, I could just go buy a $20,000 car. 'Cause I'm okay with that. You know, I guess maybe that's just me. I don't know. Some people just have to have the nice car. I really don't understand it. I'll never get it. It's just funny that you see people driving these cars, and you never think to yourself, hey, that person had to have a cosigner so that they could have a $1,200 car payment. I would have never guessed, honestly. I would have never guessed. All right, this person goes, that's why I'll never cosign for anyone. How are you tricked into signing when it says $1,200? You got two people staring at the sheet going, yeah, that's smart. Yeah, no, that's good. $8,600 a month income, but choosing to screw over your sister who is just trying to help you instead of adjusting your budget. Spending is wild to me. Well, this is what happens, right? Let's go to a smaller scale. So when I was 25, I started making about $1,500 a month. And this is 10 years ago, so that was pretty good money. I was like hood rich Ricky, dude. I was fucking, yeah, in my head, I'm balling. But I also had 2 roommates because I like keeping my bills low. A man with no bills is a rich man. That's how I live my life. So I decided that I was going to start raising all these bills because I just thought I could afford it. And then eventually it gets to the point where you can't afford it anymore. So I learned the hard way early on a much lower level. So now that I'm making the most money I've ever made in my life, I still live like I'm making $1,500 a week. That's just how I am. And guess what? I got to tell you, it's fucking phenomenal. Stress-free. It's beautiful, dude. And I drive a 2007 car. It cost me $10,000. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. It's possible to live a good life. Like, you start making $8,600 a month and you're stressing about money, you're an asshole. That's the truth. No offense. We just met. I don't even know you. Don't take it personal. But most of you are thinking that too. This is on her, unfortunately. I sell cars too, but we let our customers know that they are buying. It's our job to sell, not our job to manage their finances. I feel bad, but unfortunately, she made the decision. Yeah, 1,000%, dude. Like, if you go into a car dealership and you have cash, it's not going to take that long. I just did it recently. Especially if it's on Craigslist, a private seller. You can buy a car in 15 minutes. Test drive it. Here's $5,000. Here's $10,000. Here's the title. I'm out. Yeah, I love that though. I make the money. Apparently you don't. She isn't making $8,600 a month, or her credit wouldn't be at. No, you can make great money and still have shit credit. Like, I make phenomenal money, and my credits just hit 700. It's taken forever, dude, because I had a repo. Okay, I forgot to mention that. I had a $280 a month car payment on a BMW at 26 years old. When I was rich, right? $1,500 a week. I'm loaded. I'll get a Beamer. It's $280 a month. It's nothing. $280 a month. And guess what? I couldn't afford the fucking maintenance. And I took a L. I took a repo. It's been 7 years. 8 years now. Still fucking up my groove. One little hiccup in life can really... An eviction? Oh, boy. Those things hit hard. So you never know. Like, you can make great money and still have shit credit. Having good credit doesn't mean you make awesome money. There's plenty of people out there with better credit than me, make far less. It's not a competition, I'm just saying. It's not a determined... It's just, do you pay your shit back? That's credit. If her lease with the Lincoln... All right, one more comment. Did you not know what the monthly payment was before you bought it? Well, apparently not. Sometimes you think you got it like that, and then you don't. All right, one more comment. She's a goddamn idiot. The dealer didn't trick her into anything. She figured she has to drive something new, so she looks like she's in the upper end of the social scale, and figured out how much... And figured out how much too late she can't do it. She's a goddamn moron. I mean, I'm very confident, and I probably make more money than her, and I wouldn't do that fucking deal. I don't think I'm entitled to have a 2025 Aviator. She's a goddamn idiot. Anyways, I'll leave the link to these people below. This guy's cool, Yusuf. I'll leave his YouTube channel down below too. But it's like, I just get a kick out of it. Keep it coming. And honestly, you're most people have to learn the hard way. And that's the unfortunate truth. But if you're not an idiot, you could spend your money every month and invest it into gold. Got a link down below, Atlas Bullion. We're actually doing a contest. Whoever's already bought gold has entered to win a 10th ounce coin, which is around $450 right now, its current value. If you already bought gold through my link, you're already entered to win. We're going to pick somebody July 4th. And if you don't see it, you'll just get it in the mail if you won. But Jesus Christ, I get a kick out of it though. I think it's kind of funny. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a new car, but $1,200 a month and you need a cosigner. Shame on both of you.